Okay, our next question is a little bit more complicated. Let's pretend that we're at a parade. We see a large helium-filled penguin moored at the beginning of the parade route. And your name is Tony. You look up and at the top of the penguin, and the angle of elevation is 40 degrees. Then you walk 10 feet towards the penguin. You look up again. Now that angle of elevation is 48 degrees. And you want to figure out how tall is the penguin if the line of sight is 6 feet. So you already see my amazing picture. We're going to add a little bit to that. So this is the beginning situation. What I want to do in the end is find the purple distance and add 6 feet to that. That's going to be the height of the penguin's head. So first thing I'm going to do is just label the purple thing. I'm going to call that Y. And then I'm going to add in maybe a couple other details from the first part of this problem. Maybe we'll use blue for this. Okay, if Tony looks up right now at the penguin, the top of the penguin, so he looks just like that, that angle right now is 40 degrees. Okay, then he's going to walk 10 feet closer to the penguin, so let's pretend that we see two Tonys at once. Here's the second Tony. I suppose I should have given him arms or something here. Okay, now he looks up again. And that angle is 48 degrees. Okay, I know a few things here. I know, running out of colors, what does yellow look like? I know this distance was 10. I think you guys can see that. That distance was 10. I don't know the distance he is away from like the base of the penguin yet, but we'll call that X. Okay, so there's a couple statements that I can come up with from this particular picture. I'm gonna have a lot of things to kind of squeeze in the remaining space, but I think we can do it. If I just look at this right triangle right here, the one that involves 48 degrees, okay, this one right here. Standing right here, I want to know opposite, and adjacent is also something that's involved in this question. So from this particular piece, I know that tangent of 48 is going to equal opposite, which is y over x. Okay, I'm going to leave a little bit of space right below this because I'm going to be modifying this particular equation here down the road. And now I'm going to look at the second right triangle. So that's the one that goes like this, involving 40 degrees. So again, tangent of 40 degrees is going to involve opposite, which is y, and then this entire red dotted line, and that's 10 plus x. So something else that I know, let's see, we'll do this one in blue. I know that tangent of 40 equals opposite, which was y, over adjacent, which would be 10 plus x. Okay, split some things up here a second. We're just gonna, okay, that's two separate ideas, two separate equations. If I look at the first equation, I could modify that. I can multiply by x on both sides. I'd have x times tangent of 48 degrees equals y. And if I were to do the same thing with the second equation, okay, I would multiply not just by x, but by 10 plus x. I have to multiply by all of that. I have 10 plus x times tangent of 40 degrees equals y. Okay, these things that I see right here, this equation right here, I can easily enter into my calculator. I want you to think about what that's going to be. Tangent of 48 is just a number, so a number times x is a line. This right here, I am graphing a line. I know it looks complicated, but that's all it is. Same thing here. Tangent of 40 is just a number, and if I were to distribute that to these two parts, I'd have a number plus another number times x. That's also just a line. So know what you should be graphing, even though it looks kind of complicated. Your job is to figure out what y is in our picture. So if you were to graph these two lines and find their intersections, if you take the y value, you should be able to find the height. Okay, it's not quite the height that we're looking for, because whatever answer you get for that, you need to add 6 to it. Your challenge right now, after this video is done, is to actually try and graph these two equations. Make sure you're in degree mode. Think about realistically what are some values for x and for y that would make sense, and make sure you set your window accordingly. And just see what you come up with. See if you can get an answer, and we will start class off tomorrow by actually going over that.